Well, here we are at the end of the runway. Bob come over. I said, let's go for a little ride and then we'll go to the staff meeting. So down to the end of the runway there. And this is the first ride that Bob got in the new airplane. So now the end of the runway, pick the tail up, and then the airplane flying. And as we're heading down through there, I mean, you've seen me take off here lots of times, chase my shadow. But it was neat going for a ride in a new airplane. I got 22 hours on it now.
Look at how it turns up now, though. And this trim is literally amazing. You can actually fly the airplane with the trim. Really?
Yeah, I was explaining to him the different improvements that they made on the airplane since we flew the old one, and we remembered with him and I and 15 gallons of gas, you had to hold the elevator forward all the time for.
Yeah, I landed in that field right there last night.
And
yeah, Farmer Bob was out there planting, and I landed right in that field right there.
Yeah, I was showing him where I landed last night. You've seen that video, of course.
Peggy 2202 Alpha, contact Rochester approach 123.
With this trim now, even with me in the airplane,
I remember I should always have to keep pushing pressure on
push forward. Yeah, it just sets here and it'll just fly right along. I mean, you look at it. I mean,
yeah.
I just bumped it back a little bit. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just left it alone.
Yeah, it's a little breezy up there.
I had it trimmed for about 85 miles an hour or so, and we were just flying along. Bob was flying the airplane, and there really wasn't much to do. It was flying itself. So, but we had the staff meeting to go to, so we headed back home. I wanted to get a little look at what we had for a stall speed with all this weight in the airplane. So I kind of
figure out what it's going to do with both of us in the airplane. I don't want to get too slow, and then find out that we got
maintain 3,000
stall.
Yeah, right about,
goes 45.
Right about there,
48.
45. Yeah, so 60, 55 is good, 50.
Yeah, so I think with the wind blowing, it wasn't really stalled at 45, but it was getting mushy, and I figured, if we use 55 miles an hour down over the trees, that'd be good, and that'll give us a cushion for, in case we get a little gust or what have you. But drop it down over the trees and chase your shadow right to the ground. And then I've got to where I figured out that with all that aft elevator, you can
the tail wheel on the ground first.
That BushCat smile. Yeah, I figured out that you can put the tail wheel on the ground first, and then the main gears touch, and that's pretty neat. I'm getting better with it. I hope you enjoyed the ride with Bob.